We've been preparing to do a recertification for his live find.
His GPS stopped working. Send you guys the date, and if Noah can help, it would be great.
It may be the last certification. Hey, today we are training with Gunner. Using my sister. So I got an announcement coming up here shortly.
The house thing?
Yeah.
What do you call that?
We just call it the playhouse, but
The
we
play.
don't use
Okay.
it.
So I want you to walk to the playhouse. Okay, now listen. And then walk into those woods. And come back and hide somewhere in there.
And
So
hold on, it's kind of hard for me to discern where people are pointing when I'm outside.
I know. Okay. So I want you to walk to the playhouse.
Yeah.
Then walk to the trees.
Yeah.
And come back and hide behind that house in the woods, in the shade. I want you to be in the shade. I want you to spin out.
Playhouse or camper?
The camper.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, I want you to walk to the playhouse.
Yeah.
Then walk through the trees and hide behind the camper. You got that?
Okay.
I know it's a lot.
I know.
And I saw 2 rattlesnakes the other day.
Big ones.
About 12 feet long.
Python.
Scorpions. I saw scorpions.
I'm going to give you 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I didn't mean to run. I just stayed 15 minutes. We're going to keep it under 40 minutes for safety.
Yes, sir.
And you train like a gallon. So I got all the gear. Again, I have a gallon of water, food, light,
Yes, sir.
GPS. I'm convinced that's worth the rotator cuff. I'm going to do
Caltopo.
Be interesting how it records the wind.
Yeah, it's really interesting how Caltopo records the wind for sure.
My understanding is it's the wind that's 100 feet. You know, at the local weather station, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. So here's the announcement for Gunner. We've been preparing to do a recertification for his live find. Wilderness live find, that is, especially in air sense. So that's pretty cool. I may get to go with him there. Turns out the schedule is more flexible, so I may see about doing the same thing with Coco as well coming up. That'll be really cool if I can certify Coco in that way after I train her up more.
So the issue today, the challenge is keeping him on your property because he's going to go in scent with your neighbors if they're outside.
Yes, sir. Probably gonna range. Definitely preparing. And when I go to the certification, I'll be flanking. So I'll be using navigation, all the good old stuff.
Gunner hasn't found Rosalind in probably more than a year. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Go.
See if he remembers that subject after all those years.
Wind's changed. I wonder if the fire's out. They burnt it.
Yep. Yes, sir. I think so. Move the fires. Get the fires out. I have to be careful with the steps here.
So he's trailing her right now. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, yeah. Nose to the ground. Definitely indicator of trailing for sure. Now he's probably going to the playhouse. I can guarantee you from where I'm hearing his bells. Here's bells. Where's he at?
It's GPS. There he is. He's behind us.
Behind us.
His GPS stopped working.
Huh. Very interesting.
It almost looks like he wants to work. I mean, it's working. Green. I don't know why he's not tracking.
Huh. Strange.
What? Alright, you gotta clean these vines.
Probably come through with machete. Pack all this growth that's been going through, including the vines. The things can get annoying. Somewhere over in the wood side, I just saw trees rustling. Fallen trees, that is. There's feathers. One of the chickens got down here by a predator.
He looks like he's definitely an older, had changed of behavior, and I'm seeing his tail, his head,
Yeah, it definitely seems to be working with the scent, knowing the directions Rosalind took. It's getting pretty hot. Wonder how long the fall will last. There's Gunner. It's coming down out the woods now. Right down by the ferns.
he found water.
Sure did. Yep, there's the water source right there.
He had it. He had a change of behavior. I mean,
Yeah, he definitely was not that long ago exhibiting patterns of following scent. Slowed down once he entered that foliage. I wonder if it has something to do with the vegetation. Look at those birds chasing. A little bird just like chased a buzzard out the territory. I think Gunner might have found Roz.
I hear him, but I can't see him.
Yeah, all that vegetation's blocking them. Stand on this stump to see if I see anything.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is. Does Gunner have something for you?
Show me.
Yep. Coco keeps shocking herself in the background every time she barks. Yep. Subject definitely found. 800. Yeah, he found a water source.
He loves them water sources, all right.
That's the retriever in him, man.
Alright, so did he come to you like 5 or 10 minutes ago?
Yeah. And
Then go back that over there?
he usually went back that way.
Okay,
That way.
the very first time that he came to you, how long ago was that? Do you know?
Maybe. Sorry, I don't keep very good track of time.
Well, no, I understand. You're fine. So, did he ever run that way, or did he always run this way?
He mostly ran this way.
Okay, all right. Because one time he came close to you, and he came back to us, and that's when he got in the water. And then he came. I knew he found you that second time, but it was after he got wet. It's like he wanted to. I guess he's getting hot. He wanted to. He got in the spring. This is fine. I mean, it's 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah, he's beat down.
All right, thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank
Nice.
you, Noah.
Welcome.
So, on a scale of 1 to 5, I'll give that a 4.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair
It's hot,
rating.
it's humid. Now, he had the burn pit he dealt with, the spring. I had your neighbors, and then you got scent coming in from that house and that house. So he did well. He did well. Gunner, here.
Yeah. I think he performed well. I would agree with the rating. It's funny standing at the back of the camper, and like, I used to have this thing with Gunner because I hid in the wrong spot and it took him like 10 minutes to find me. And I remember in that video, as I began, it was like one of the first videos I published on YouTube. And I was like, Gunner's so slow. And then Gunner finds Roz in 30 seconds and I'm like, oh, why was he faster there? And you're like, well, Noah. He was kind of iffy about me. He was sniffing my footprints.
I'll call him off of your seat. That's why he was confused.
Oh.
You didn't follow instructions. You're supposed to go 30 steps in the woods. Noah, if you can flank for me on the certification test, your main job is to make sure I stay in the area
Yes, sir.
and look for dangers. You know, dogs, fence.
For sure.
Last time he certified, he was a cemetery
Ah.
from the 1800s, and he went to the cemetery, but then he left. But that was 2 years ago, and he's been, through hundreds of HRD training sessions since then. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid. free. I mean, that's one of the challenges. He will learn on HRD.
Yeah.
And so in training, what I do is anytime we're training and he finds human remains and he TFRs, does train final response, I reward that every time. If we're doing HRD training and he alerts on a live person, I do not reward that. So what it's done is he knows the difference. There's two commands, but his highest drive is for HRD because he gets rewarded every time he finds it. So I'll send you guys the date, and if Noah can help, it would be great. So, and Noah's met 2 or 3 years ago in Sarax. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
So that's part of the preparedness for Gunner that you just saw. For me and Marty, whenever we go up to certify Gunner for a live find, we are thinking it may be the last certification. So what does this mean? Well, we've been training Jed. If you saw, like, the video before last, we trained up Jed in his journey of, practicing the find sequence. And I've become more and more a part of training Jed, as it comes down to it. And these last few days, I've also been transitioning into adulthood. Think I may get my license soon, may get a car soon. And if that happens, I'll have a lot more freedom to, go and, independently to the search and rescue office and get a lot more certifications done. That process will be quicker. And I won't make my poor parents drive up there because it's like 2.5 hours away from here. Our team is sort of not that local to us. And one time I got up to the office and stayed for the in-service, came back home at like 1:30, so I just waited till, times like today. I definitely see potential in my dog Coco as well. If I train her up more, I could see about scheduling a certification for live find at least. And it seems like the schedule is a bit more flexible than I thought for live find certification. So that would be very interesting to carry out as a tour pursuant first responder. I'm kind of glad there's a bit more flexibility there than I thought there was. And that leaves the open question. What will happen in like 2 years or something like that? So, Gunner might become a veteran. He could end up transitioning to become a forensic dog. Who knows? He's become like increasingly good at finding HRD these days. Much so that now that's his main drive, because he receives a reward every time. That's his main drive now, is HRD over live find. And with Jed coming up right behind, Jed might take that role. Now, I don't know how the future is going to play out with my friend for search and rescue. How long he's going to stay in that volunteer field. But he definitely wants to keep going. Like when he had Alpha Gal, syndrome, and the doctor was listing off allergies. One of them was the grass. Then I think he mentioned something about dogs. Mari's like, no. I am staying in search and rescue because the advice was, resign from search and rescue. He's like, I love my dogs. I love search and rescue. I'm definitely thinking of staying. These days we are praying and, carrying out each day in the will of the Father to see how things are going to go in search and rescue. And if I continue in the route I've been taking in search and rescue, I definitely have potential to become a handler, to become one of those, or I could choose to stay as a flanker. There's definitely a lot of potential now in my journey, where I'm headed. And where I go, I believe at the mercy of the Father to tell me, and to convict me on those matters. So, it's definitely interesting, and this Lifeline certification is definitely going to serve as a marker for a transition in the search and rescue journey. And I want to just highlight and thank Gunner for his service in search and rescue. To end this video off, Gunner has done very immensely incredible things during his time in search and rescue. Him and his handler actually volunteered up when Hurricane Helene had just happened. They volunteered with the military. That was very interesting. The public footage showed a lot of what Gunner did. He went up in rubble piles, had to be 30 feet high or something, and that was a very risky journey for both the handler and his puppy, but they both did it. And that's just one of the many highlights of Gunner's time in search and rescue in the Lifeline world and in the HRD world. Now, who knows how long Gunner is going to last in the HRD world. That could be interesting. He could transition in his later years to a forensic dog, whose main sole job is to find HRD. But, there's a lot of possibilities going around in my head right now. And, my friend probably knows a little bit better than me about a lot of those possibilities. And so I'll just continue going on this journey each day in search and rescue and seeing all the things that happen. Thank you guys for watching this video. See you all later. Have a good day, week, however long it takes me to upload the next video. See you then.